Alright, good morning. My name is Chandra Moore, and today I will be speaking on the topic of childhood obesity in America. There was a child who used to be average size for their age, but as they grew older, so did their weight. This issue has become a growing problem and more prevalent in the U.S. today. According to the CDC, the most recent U.S. national surveys state that 31.7% of youth are overweight, and half of this group, which is 16.9%, are obese. Overweight and obesity are labels for ranges of weight that are greater than what is generally considered healthy for a child's given height. Though in recent years, the number of childhood and teen obesity cases are on the rise due to the lack of physical activities and unhealthy lifestyles of the 21st century. This issue has become a greater problem amongst children and teens today. The health risks are higher, and they are also prone to have more than one problem, and the health risk will stay with them from the present into the future and until adulthood. This problem also has harmful effects on their bodies. I would like to inform you about the major health effects of childhood and teen obesity. The health effects of obesity are something that concerns me because in recent years this number has grown and more children and teens have more serious health problems that are not just related to them, but there are also more health problems that are more towards adult health problems that you usually don't see or that you haven't seen in years in children and teens. In one study, 70% of obese children had at least one cardiovascular disease risk factor, and 39% had two or more. Obese children and teens also have a greater risk of social and psychological problems, which can also continue into adulthood. Also, obese children are more likely to become obese adults, and as they become obese adults, the problem gets worse. Today, I will discuss the health effects obesity has on children and teens, how it can affect their future health, and some early intervention tactics and solutions that we can all help demonstrate. So let's take a look at what the impact of obesity is doing to children and teens in the present. An article in the USA Today Life section says that the health effects obesity has on children and teens today are in larger quantity than in recent years due to unhealthy eating habits and lack of physical activity. The health risks associated with these may include an increased risk of type 2 diabetes. They may also develop such breathing problems such as asthma, which can get worse with time. Joint problems can also be a problem due to the increased weight on the growing skeletal frame of a child and even a teen, because as a teen, you are still growing. They can also have gallstones and even heartburn, which doesn't usually affect children, it affects adults, which can also be a problem for teens and children that are overweight or obese. There are also emotional health effects that children and teens may experience as a result of obesity, such as discrimination and poor self-esteem, which may continue into adulthood. The present effects of obesity affects their health also. Now let's look at how the future will be impacted. The ways in which it can affect their future health are just as bad or even worse than the way it may affect them now. Obese children are more likely to experience social discrimination and ridicule for being the way that they are. Adult obesity is also associated with a number of serious health conditions, including heart disease, diabetes, and even some cancers. The chance for these diseases and conditions also increase with age and into adulthood. The effects of obesity are seen in most cases where the child is not able to come out of this cycle and have no help or support to come out. We have now seen the issues that affect the children and teens now and in the solutions. Now we will take a look at some early intervention tactics to help combat and prevent this issue. Early intervention tactics may include monitoring eating habits of children and help that they maintain a healthy diet in the community and at home, maintaining a healthy lifestyle, which includes physical activity and just getting out and playing and doing something. The Center for American Progress says that more physical activity and correct dietary habits in children and teens early on help aiding in the prevention of becoming overweight and obese. But as I come to a close, I hope that you have gained knowledge about the issue of obesity and children and teens today. Today, I have discussed the health effects obesity has on children and teens today, how it can affect their future health, and some early interventions, tactics, and solutions. Although childhood and teen obesity in America is on the rise, there are many who see this as an issue that should not control the way children and teens go through life today. So many are joining in help to conquer this problem to ensure that the future of America is healthy. Will you be one to join in and help combat this issue? Thank you.